What is good, everybody, and welcome back to J Vinci TV. We right back at it. Game 3, box score, reaction, organic, fresh. I haven't looked at the box score. I'm disappointed because we lost, but I must say, yesterday was the first time that I'm a little worried. I'm a little worried because for the first time, even though the Celtics won game 1, yesterday was the first time that I saw that the Celtics might just be the better team. Might just be the better team. They showed heart. They showed they showed off their athleticism. They showed their tenacity. They were hungry, and that energy in the TD Garden was amazing. Like I said, I knew being at home was gonna give them a big boost, and they didn't play around with that opportunity. They put their foot on the Warriors' neck, and I like to see that. I'm not a I'm not the biggest Celtics fan. Probably the anti-ist Celtics fan in the world. Got some history, but I got to give it to this Celtics team. They looked good last night. They looked really good last night. From the jump, they got off to about a 15, 16 point lead in the first quarter, and the Warriors were fighting all night, and it just seemed like the Celtics just couldn't miss in that first half. Every time they made a shot, I'm just like, oh my god, can these boys miss? Jalen Brown had himself a game. That man could not miss in the first half at all. Let's get into these stats. I'm gonna start off on the Celtics side because they won and they did that thing. Jason Tatum was struggling for majority of the game, but in the second half, he showed his mentality, and I'm really loving his playmaking. He is doing a very good job of when his shot is not falling, he's finding the open man, and he showed that with 9 assists. Like if he can keep this up, Celtics are going to be hard to stop because he's already showed that he can be a force on the shooting tip and getting his baskets when he needs to, but he's adding the element of playmaking to his game. At about 6'8", 6'9", I mean, that's hard to defend. That's hard to defend. He went 9 for 23. As I said, he was struggling for the most part, but he made it count when it was important, and that's the third and the fourth quarter. Yeah, so you gotta give credit to that. I really like that when Al Horford got switched on to Steph Curry, he didn't seem rattled like game two. He took his time, bounced, turnaround off glass. I saw that a couple times. So I'm impressed by that. Cause when you get Steph Curry on you as a big man, you're not supposed to play around with it. You're supposed to capitalize on the opportunity. I've seen that a few times. Um, Robert Williams, his impact was definitely felt. 4 blocks in the box score, but it seemed like he had at least 10 from the game that I was watching. Every time the Warriors came into the paint, Robert Williams was right there to meet them and just letting them know that it's not sweet. Yeah. He didn't play as much. He still was able to get in 26 minutes, but you could tell that knee is bothering him. You could tell that he's not 100%, but I like the heart that he's giving just being out there because they need him. I honestly feel like if they didn't have Robert Williams, then this series would be over because the Warriors, they're not struggling to get to the paint, but once they get to the paint, it's just it's just not happening. With Al Horford and Robert Williams, they're really showing their defensive force, and big credit to Grant Williams on that end too. On the defensive side, he's showing his bite. He's getting into it with Draymond Green. I like that he's not backing down from Draymond Green. He's getting in his head a little bit, and it showed. Draymond Green did not have the best game. I'm gonna give some of that credit to Robert Williams. Not Robert Williams. I'm gonna give that credit to Grant Williams. He's getting in his head. He's kind of looking like the Draymond Green mold, if you say, like, defensive wise, maybe not playmaking wise, but on the defensive end, I'm seeing a little Draymond Green in him. We heard that he models his game after Draymond Green. Draymond Green called him a bozo, but quite frankly, hey, Draymond Green was looking like that last night. He was looking like a fool. I love Draymond, but he has his moments when he can slip, especially when it comes to those fast break opportunities. He rushes a little too much, and that could show to be a problem if he doesn't settle down, because he's a champion, but even the best can get rattled. All around, I like what I saw from the Celtics, mainly on defense. Offensive wise, they couldn't miss. They couldn't miss. Sometimes you just gotta live with that. Once if the team is hot, the team is hot. But where they really put their mark in this game was on defense, and a lot of that credit is also given to Derek White, one of their key acquisitions, and has been a key part to their playoff run. He is very impressive. At about 6'4", 6'5", he's very versatile, and he's a very smart player. I see him being a Celtic for a few more years. Actually, I feel like that's somebody that they want to hold on to. He could step into a starter's role if he needs to, and he can come off the bench if he needs to. I've always liked Derek White as a player. Um, yeah, so they definitely are doing their thing when it comes to defense. They are showing why they are the number one team. And Jalen Brown, 9 for 16, 4 for 8. He was in his bag last night. He was hot. He was hot. He was hot. Yeah, he was hot. Celtics as a team shot 48%. It just seemed like it was higher than that. Like, it seemed like they just couldn't miss at all. Let's get into the Warriors side of things. Steph Curry put on the show, 31 points. As always, he's gonna lead the way. He's gonna lead the way. Steph Curry he's just that man. Once he get hot, he could score like 15 straight if he wants to, but that's not gonna be enough when you're getting this kind of production. We got 18 bench points, Poole, semi-aggressive. Jordan Poole is a good player, but he's a little bit inconsistent right now, and I don't know if that's gonna be able to cut it. Like, if he's gonna be their X factor, he's gonna have to bring more than 10 points off the bench. 4 for 8, 8 shots is not bad, but I'd like to see him get up to about 13 shots per game just to put his mark in there. But he just didn't have it going tonight. But one person who did have it going, which is refreshing to see, and you love to see Klay Thompson back in the finals. Well, we missed you in the first couple of games. Welcome to the finals, Klay. Welcome to the finals. He poured in his 25 points. He was able to get it going in that first half. Second half, he was steady. He was steady. I would say he cooled down a little bit, but for the most part, he was still steady. I liked I liked the fight that the Warriors showed. They were able to get back into the game after being down early. They showed grit. They showed flashes of who the Warriors are, but the Celtics were just on tonight. Every time the Warriors punched, the Celtics punched right back even harder, and that proved to be the story of the game. The Warriors had fight, but the Celtics just were not going. But as a basketball fan, you love to see this game. you probably would love it a little more if it was closer in the end, but the way the Warriors got back into the game, you gotta appreciate that, and it gives me hope that this series will be much closer than the last two games have been. So, yeah, that's what I want to see. I want to see close games. As a basketball fan, that's all you want to see. No matter who you're a fan of, you know that one team will win, but at the end of the day, you just want to see good games. You don't want to see blowouts. I admit I tuned out a little bit as the Warriors deficit became bigger and the Celtics just couldn't miss. I tuned out a little bit, but I had to stay tuned in because I wanted to make sure that I was able to talk about the game and also just stay locked in and stay hopeful in my team. But this production is just not gonna cut it. Otto Porter was able to hit a couple of threes, but we need more scoring off the bench. Bielitsa was able to get 3 minutes this game. It's just the Warriors. They are either super hot or the starters are just super hot. Sometimes you get production from the bench, and sometimes they give you games like this. And I don't know. I'm still gonna say Warriors in seven, but for the first time, I am worried. As a Warriors fan, I am worried. I am I am worried. I'm not even gonna lie. The Celtics are looking like the better team. If the Warriors win, it's gonna be because they've been here before. It's just gonna be that experience and that will to get out of a hole. But right now, the Celtics are looking like the better team. I'm not gonna change my prediction by any means, but like I said, it's going seven. It's going 7 games. The Warriors have a must win on Friday. If they lose, Boston Celtics, 2022 champs. It hurts to say, I must admit, but I don't want to be biased at all. I'm gonna keep it real. The Celtics are much deserving of that championship if they do win. Yeah, I really hope my Warriors can get back into it. But appreciate y'all for tuning in. Hope y'all enjoying the NBA Finals as much as I am. I hope y'all enjoying my breakdown of the games. I'm only getting better. It's only the beginning. Stay tuned for the ride. As always, I got a lot in store for y'all. So go ahead, subscribe, leave a like, comment down below what your thoughts are. I'll be in the comments looking to see. And yeah, let's finish this week strong. Catch the Warriors on Friday. Hopefully they pull out the W. Yeah. Love y'all. Peace out.